A former police officer is in the Dallas County Jail tonight. Authorities say he forged an official letter faking the signature of a local DA. Fox 4's Deanna Zoga talked with that DA, who says the officer did it to try to get a job. Deanna.
Yeah, the Ellis County DA says this was a scheme to try and undo a past mistake that was keeping that former officer from getting another position in the line of police work. But the Ellis County DA says that former officer didn't get very far with that phony letter, turning it in the very same county the DA works in.
Yeah, I can't begin to tell you how dumbfounded I was that this had happened.
Ellis County DA Patrick Wilson is in constant communication with police departments in Ellis County and says it didn't take long for one of the county's police chiefs to mention this letter.
It was a bad forgery, I will tell you that. It was obvious from the moment I laid eyes on it. It was a forgery, so that was just even more shocking.
The letter is a legitimate one, written and signed by DA Wilson. The one on the right, he says, was turned into the Glen Heights Police Department by former officer Jason Davis, who was applying for a job as a reserve. The letter on the right, full of grammatical errors, vouches for Davis, saying he is not on the DA's Brady list, when in fact he is.
There are lists that many prosecutors' offices maintain of police officers that for one reason or another have been deemed not credible, and we will not sponsor those officers as witnesses, and Mr. Davis was one of those people on our list.
Wilson says Davis lied to an Ellis County prosecutor in 2013, making him ineligible to testify in future cases. Davis lost his job at the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, so when he applied in Glen Heights, a probable cause affidavit says he was turned down because of the list.
This goes to the heart of the criminal justice system and the integrity of the criminal justice system.
DA Wilson says the letter never got Davis the reserve position and instead landed the former officer behind bars.
And then he goes and does something like this to try to become a police officer again and lies in the process. And so, yeah, that's not the kind of guy we want in law enforcement.
So Glen Heights is south of Dallas, falls on the Ellis and Dallas County lines. The Texas Rangers referred this case to Dallas County. We should mention the DA in Ellis County notes that he will not be prosecuting this case himself. And technically, I do believe he is a victim in this. Steve, back to you.
All right, Deanna, let's go back to what I think is one of the main points here, this officer being on the Brady list. What else do we know about that? The prosecutor said that he lied to him.
Yeah, specifically, the prosecutor said that in 2013, the former officer was supposed to appear in court on a DWI case. He was subpoenaed. He confirmed he would be there, then he just didn't show up. But he apparently lied to a prosecutor about his reason for not showing up. He claimed that he was on another case in Tarrant County, was busy working. So this prosecutor told the judge that in order to get a continuance, to get another court date. But prosecutors say they later learned that wasn't true, that Mr. Davis was not at work at the time, and so they did put him on the Brady list because of that particular lie. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Deanna Zoga in Dallas tonight. Thanks.